Thank you for joining the PDRP Merit Process Training for 2014. My name is Megan Stogomar. I'm the Compensation and HR Systems Administrator, and I'll be taking you through this brief training to give you a glimpse at what the process looks like, some of the guidelines, and new functionalities in the merit planning tool. First, we'll start out by going over the compensation philosophy, of which many of you have seen. City of Hope provides a market competitive compensation program as part of a total rewards package to attract, retain, and motivate exceptional talent. Our compensation program is designed to pay competitively compared to industry peers in the general market, and in doing so, we participate in over 30 market salary surveys per year in order to ensure that we are paying at the general market. We continue to facilitate a pay-for-performance culture, and you'll see how we do this when we go over the merit matrix. We provide management with tools for appropriate compensation decision-making. Hence, we have now systemized the PDRP merit process. We communicate compensation programs and processes so they are transparent, easy to understand, and administer. We maintain internal equity, fairness, and compliance. So for those of you who have been assigned compensation delegate, the merit planning tool is assigned to those who will be entering merit into the tool. And typically it's managers who have 3 or more direct reports. This is to ensure that the merit budget pool is broad enough to pay for performance to acknowledge those performers. Any compensation delegates who have 2 or less reports are generally rolled up to their next level manager, and you can see that in this example. So the merit planning tool has been set at 2.5% of payroll for this year. So this is what the merit matrix looks like. Anyone who receives an unsatisfactory performer with an overall score of 1.0 to 1.5 is not eligible for a merit increase. Those who receive a solid performer, which is an overall score of 1.6 to 2.5, are eligible for a merit increase between 1.5 and 2.5%. Anyone who receives an excellent performer with an overall score of 2.6 to 3.0 is eligible for a 3 to 5% increase. Below, you can see the merit matrix for employees who fall into the promotion category or the new hire category. And those employees are employees who were promoted between April 1st and September 30th. And the new hire category are employees hired between April 1st and July 1st. So any employee who receives an unsatisfactory performer under the promotion category or the new hire category with an overall score of 0.7 to 1.0 is not eligible for an increase, and any employee who receives a solid performer with an overall score of 1.1 to 2.0 is eligible for a 1.5% to a 2.5%. So by looking at these matrices, you can see that we aim to pay for performance, and by differentiating those performers who do receive the greater ratings. So we will go over the timeline. So the performance timeline is listed above. So we started with the self-reviews and the manager reviews, and then the next level manager reviews. And at this point, we are at the calibration and the merit process. And then take your eyes down to the merit timeline. Training began on November 6th, and that is the same day that the compensation delegate was assigned the merit planning tool, and compensation delegates should have received an email to go into the tool on Friday, November 7th. Those submissions are due by November 25th, and then we go into the executive approval stage. So November 26th through December 15th is when the executives are to be approving those submissions. And then some key dates, we have the new hire performance and merit eligibility are employees hired on or before July 1st. We have the merit increase statements. Those will be available December 16th, contingent upon the entire task being completed, which means all the submissions and all of the approvals must be complete in order for those statements to become available. Merit will be effective on January 11th and reflected on the paycheck on January 30th. Once merit has ended, all of the reviews will be pushed to the manager's sign-off on December 16th. So our process flow has not changed. So the compensation delegate is assigned the merit tool, and once they submit, the VP will be notified and have the option to approve or deny. If the VP denies the plan, then the compensation delegate will receive an email to go back in and resubmit that tool. Once the compensation delegate submits, the VP will be notified once again, and they have the option to approve or deny. If they do approve, then the compensation delegate will receive an email that the plan has been approved, but please hold off on communicating the increases until you've received the email from PDRP saying that all of the plans and approvals have occurred, and that is okay to communicate to your employee. So we'll go into some of the screenshots from the tool to give you a better glimpse at some of the functionality. Once you log into the PDRP portal, you will see that you're under your assigned task, the 2014 Merit Planning tool. Once you click there, you'll be taken to this page where you can view a video. It's about 5 minutes long. It will go through in more detail some of the things that I'll point out to you on the next slide. It's pretty helpful in giving you a better idea at the functionality and some of the ways you can work around the page. For those of you who are mid-level managers, you will have multiple tabs. So you'll have a compensation plans tab, you'll have a role summary and a plan summary. Just make sure that you are on the compensation plans tab that's highlighted here to ensure that you are able to then go into your own merit planning tool for your direct reports. So once you're ready, click on Create Compensation Plan, and you'll be taken to this page. You won't have all of these pop-ups, but this is just to give you a better idea at what you can do on this page. First of all, you can hover over any of the blue headings and it will annualize those rates that you are seeing. Everything is an hourly rate. You can also change the view to view the percentages only by clicking view, which you can see under the merit planning tab that's highlighted in blue. This year, as an enhancement, we have displayed the performance rating and the description on the top line, so you no longer have to expand each employee's information to view those ratings. The performance description, as you can see on John Doe, if it's displayed as performance task incomplete, that is because the manager review has not been completed and we don't have a review score. So if you are the manager of that employee, be sure to complete that review. The ratings are loaded into the merit planning tool each morning. So if you happen to have completed that review within the last 24 hours and you don't see that rating, just let us know. We can update it pretty quickly, but other than that, we will be loading those every day. Also, as an enhancement this year, you can sort by the rating or the description or any of the other headings, and that could help you in allocating the merit based on the performance. When you hover over the merit increase heading in blue, you can see that that guideline pops up. So for instance, on Jane Doe's row, you can see that the guideline has popped up and therefore the comp delegate can allocate a 3 to 5% increase. The system will automatically default to the middle of that guideline, so you will see that a 4% has been allocated automatically, but you can definitely change that to anything between 3 and 5%. All right, so if we look at the bottom of the sheet, we see the budget summary, and that updates dynamically as you're going through this tool. You have the option to save as a draft. If you want to save and come back later, it will save any changes that you've made. And if you're ready for the next page, then you just select next, and it takes you to a more simplified view, so you now see a summary. You can add any additional comments for your VP that they can view. You can also save as a draft from this page or submit. If you want to make any changes, you'll need to push back, and I'll take you to the previous page. So just going back over the key dates that you need to know. Compensation delegate plans are due the day before Thanksgiving on Wednesday, November 25th. And the VP and executive exchanges will be occurring between November 26th and December 15th. Remember that the merit statements are available once everything has been submitted, and so we anticipate that being December 16th. Everything needs to be submitted and approved, and you will receive a notification and the instructions to download those statements. And the statements are basically a one-pager that tells the employee, it has their name, their title, their rating, their increase, their previous rate, and the new rate with the merit increase, and then also the effective dates. And it's pretty helpful to hand to your employee if you're having the discussion with them for what their merit will look like. Again, merit increases are effective on January 11th and will be reflected on the paycheck on January 30th. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact us at any time at pdrp@coh.org, or you can contact us by dialing 37377.